Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Navs Effect on Playback. Fun episode today. We've got two special guests coming. First is San Miguel Beermen rookie Avan Nava, the Fil-Canadian, who ended up shooting quickly high on the PBA Draft board rankings of many teams. Ends up with one of the championship contenders in the PBA. He's joining us. And after him, Ben Mbala, the legend of the DLSU Green Archers, will join us as well. Appreciate the love, Bassi BPH. I see some of our usual spectators already here. Much appreciated. Even Avon himself is here already. So let's just do a quick recap of what went down today. Some news: the Meralco Bolts have brought back Alan Durham as their import for the PBA Governors Cup. That came out this morning. In other news as well, NLEX now has a new import for the Governors Cup. We're talking about Mike Henry, a former NBA player, had some time with the Memphis Grizzlies, played in the NBA G League as well for the Oklahoma City Blue, and I believe it's called the Memphis Hustle, Memphis's G League team. And in other news as well, basketball related to Darius Days is going to be the import of TNT, reported by Tiebreaker Times, and also Brandon Edwards will be the import for Terra Firma in the PBA Governors Cup. Now, maybe Avon can confirm this when he comes on shortly. I'm not sure if he knows yet, but I also heard from a friend that the San Miguel Beermen might be bringing in an import, a Lithuanian import by the name of Tauras Johela. Jugela. I'm not sure how to pronounce that correctly. I am sorry. But let's see if that pushes through. A Lithuanian wing player, so he would be interesting next to the San Miguel team. I think it would add a nice little dynamic to this PBA season. And let's see who the other teams will also pick up, because I think we're still waiting on Ginebra, Northport, and Converge. A lot of interest about who Converge is going to bring in. Maybe our second guest for tonight one day could play in the PBA as an import. We shall find out. Okay, yes, no news yet on the Converge import. Basket BPH is one of our resident Converge guys. Avon wants to come on the stage, so I'm not going to invite him. Avon Nava, come up and let's get the people to know you further. We now say hello to our guest for the evening, Avan Nava, rookie for the San Miguel Beermen, the Phil-Canadian, selected with the last pick in the first round. Avan, when you were waiting for your name to be called in that PBA draft room, or should I say mall room, were you thinking that you were going to go on the first round, or were you kind of accepting that you might drop to the second round?
Yeah, well, actually, I had a couple workouts with like NLEX and Converge, and I went to two workouts with NLEX. They said they really wanted me, so I was expecting to get picked by them second round, but I guess SMB wanted me, so which was good for me. It's good.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah,
You get to play for a contender right away.
yeah.
Even how was the first few days with San Miguel been like? You've attended the team practices yet? Have you talked to your teammates, talked to your coaches? What's your first impressions of this PBA powerhouse?
Yeah, well, we've had practice Monday and today, Wednesday. Most players aren't really here yet. Couple players are. We had like 8, 9 during practice, but practice went well. It was competitive. It was a lot of like just we're ramping it up right now because not a lot of people are here. But but yeah, it was a good first couple of practices. I got to talk to some of the players and most of the coaches, so it was good. It was good.
Happy to hear it. Have you gotten to meet Junmar yet?
No, he's not here yet, but they said like all of them, Chris, Perez, they're coming like should be coming like next week.
Awesome, awesome. Our resident Converge fan Basket BPH says you were supposed to be a fiber Xer. I know you know. Okay, questions for Avon. We're now accepting it. Feel free to send them in. So, Avon, where did you play your high school and college basketball, and why make the leap to the PBA? Where'd you come from before that? Is this your first experience with Philippine basketball?
I was in South Korea last year. Phil, in terms of PBA, yeah, it's my first experience. Oh well, high school. I don't know if you guys are familiar in Canada. It's like a prep school circuit. I played at TRC Academy, which is like the top high schools in Canada. They verse each other, and they also go down to play in the United States. So that was a good experience. And then I played college basketball at a small school called St. Francis Xavier University in Canada, Nova Scotia area. I played there 4 years. A good experience. We won conference championship. We were semifinalists for the national championship. And then last year I was in South Korea in the KBL with the Samsung Thunders. I didn't do the best there, but I got a lot of good experience since it was my first year pro. And yeah, now I'm here in the PBA and I'm excited to be here.
Great. I think something that a lot of our spectators want to know right now is, were you recruited by any local collegiate team here in the Philippines by any chance?
To be honest, I played in the NBTC in 2016.
Okay.
So that was my only experience with like in the Philippines playing here. But I don't think I got any looks from any universities or colleges here. So that's why I spent my time in Canada.
So you've spent most of your amateur career as a relative unknown, because even until recently, I don't think people were
Yeah.
aware of where you were as a possible PBA prospect. A lot of these guys from an early age, even high school, college, even the international guys, they end up on a lot of Facebook posts, chat boards, maybe even some features, right? But do you kind of think that's going to work to your advantage? How you're under the radar, so people don't really know yet what to expect, which means there's all this open area for you to take everyone by surprise.
Well, yeah. Well, I think that like personally, I'm not a player that will give you like 30 points per night or like the best player on the team. But I feel like I'm a good role player, and coming into a team like San Miguel, they don't need a player to score 30. They got a great team already. So I think me being a role player, a good role player, be able to shoot the ball and play defense, I think that's like helped me throughout my career.
Got you. Okay, good
Yeah.
question here from RC. We know
Mhm.
you are from Canada. So what made you choose basketball? Did you consider playing professional ice hockey, since it happens to be the more popular sport in Canada?
Yeah, I mean, I guess hockey would be considered the most popular hockey baseball in Canada. But Filipinos. My mom and my dad are both Filipino, coming from the Philippines. So it just put me in Filipino leagues in Canada. There's a big community of Filipinos in Canada, so I just started playing basketball from a young age. Me, my brother, my dad was always my coach. So yeah, he got me into basketball at a young age.
Fantastic. Okay, Zoan here wants to know, what do you think you can bring to a stacked team with a winning culture? You won't probably get a lot of minutes right away, even considering you're playing for a deep
Yeah.
team with the likes of CJ Perez and others. So, how can you bring your contributions to this winning culture, as Zoan says here, despite maybe not getting a lot of playing time right away?
Yeah, to be honest, it's gonna be very difficult. I have to duel in practice. I have to, follow the coach, do whatever he says, and I'm willing to do that. It's gonna be tough. Everyone can play. We have a lot of good guards on the team, so I just gotta excel in my role, which is being able to get stops on the defensive end, play team defense, and just hit shots when I'm open and make plays as a playmaker. I'm kind of a 1-2 combo guard, so I gotta be able to make shots, make the right play, and play good defense.
What did you know about the Philippine style of play before coming here? And even, if you haven't really had a lot of time to check it out, considering it's really only been the
Yeah.
draft combine and maybe a few days of practices, what have you discovered about the PBA style of play here, and how do you think you're going to adjust to it? Because there are some people from abroad who do need time to get used to the physicality every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching a lot of the PBAs, like rewatching games, because last year I've been watching, like, I was in the KBL, so I was watching Korean basketball games. So by watching it and the past couple practices, it's really physical, really aggressive. People here are much bigger, much stronger, much faster than people in, say, college. So I gotta work on my body, get faster, get stronger, and yeah, just be able to just read the game better off a pick and roll, off driving kicks, just stuff like that. Just be smarter with IQ, also the physical part. But yeah, those two are the most prominent things that I have to be get better at.
You like that step back jumper a lot, don't you?
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah. Was my
noticing
favorite.
it with some of your highlights here.
Yeah, they were like baseline jumper stuff like.
Right. And that's what you'll have to do, I mean, on the San Miguel team,
Yeah,
because you'll be playing off ball a ton more, I would
yeah,
imagine.
yeah.
But I feel like with your combination of height and shooting and size, you could have the potential to stay there for a while. Good question here from Pino. Hello to Pino. Thanks for tuning in once again. How's the draft process, Avon? I listened to another podcast, and your teammate Darwish said you had a great combine. Do you feel your performance in the combine really helped catapult you up the draft rankings? Because it seems like that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, the draft process was pretty like difficult. I had workouts with two, three teams for the combine, Converge and NLEX. So those were like 7 a.m. to like 10, 11 every day. So, and then the combine, I think the combine helped me get picked higher. I know I didn't make the mythical five, but I had a good I feel like I had a good impression. I picked up full court. I was hitting my shots. We made it to the semifinals. We lost by a lot, but it was a good experience. It really helped my draft stock, I guess, because I asked the coaches like where they saw me, and then they were like, "We really liked you at the combine." And one of the SMB's assistant coaches was my coach at the combine, so I think they liked me from there. Yeah,
First-hand experience. Where do
yeah.
you rank yourself in this draft class? Do you feel like you're top three in terms of talent and ability when, taking everyone into account?
This draft class is really really deep. I think the top five picks are like really good talent. RJ played in Korea, did well, very well in Korea. The top two picks, they go for themselves. Like they're already great players, but I'd say SMB is a good fit for me. I'm able to like, express my role. I know I might not get a lot of playing time, but I'll be able to learn a lot from the older guys. And
All right. I'll just change the question. Do you
yeah,
see yourself as one of the best guards of this draft class? Top three, would you say?
top three. Who's in
May
the?
you probably have RJ as one, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, he deserves one. Yeah,
But then
but
after RJ, I mean, who are you putting above yourself?
yeah, I don't know. I think we have different strengths. Like Jerome, Nonoy, me and Cancino kind of play similar, but I'd say we have different strengths. I'd put my shooting ability over most of the guys in the draft.
All right, all right. I like the
Yeah,
confidence. Let's
yeah.
get to some questions here. Do you know who Coach Nap Santos is?
No, I don't.
All right. And prior to the draft, where did you position yourself in terms of where you might get taken?
Early second, late second. I thought I was going to NLEX as a second pick, but because I didn't work out with any other teams, so yeah, probably late second round.
Got you, got you.
Yeah.
Now, what else have you learned about the culture here? Has anything given you a culture shock? And what are your non-basketball goals that you want to do in your first year here living in the Philippines? Anywhere particular you want to see, explore,
Mhm.
have fun at?
Yeah, so I have a girlfriend, and we've been dating for 8 years. So she's planning to come here sometime. So if I have free time, we plan to visit like Cebu, Palawan, stuff like that. But we'll see when the time comes.
I think your boys in the house, Zayn Mahmood, just entered the stream. So you
Yes.
and Zayn know each other well. Hey, Zayn, you want to come up on the stage and talk with
Oh, Zane.
Avon for a bit? Come on, Zayn, come pull up. I'll send you an invite.
That's funny.
All right. Yeah. So, Avon, how do you know Zayn? How far back do you guys go?
We don't really go too far back. We started hanging out a lot like this summer, like playing basketball in Toronto, Mississauga. But yeah, he's younger than me, so he's not really my age group. We didn't really play against or together. But this summer we got to play, train a lot together.
All right. Could
Yeah.
you beat Zayn one on one, though?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He could tell you. He could tell
So, it
you.
did happen a few
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Well,
I think me, him, Caleb Harris played once. And I think I won most of the games.
Well, give credit to Zayn. He just said he fried me. I can't lie. Learning moments there for our new UST
Yeah.
Growling Tiger. Hey, Drake or K Dot?
Oh shoot. I don't know. I gotta go with Drake though.
You've been to California, right?
Me, not really. I went for like basketball tournaments, but
Okay, so in Canada,
Mhm.
poutine is a very popular dish. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, answer this question. I legitimately want to know. Poutine, underrated, properly rated, or overrated?
I don't even know if people rate it that high. Have you tried it?
I've tried it not in Canada. I've tried it in other countries. But see, that's why I want to know the Canadian. I mean, it must be different the way you guys do it in Canada that makes everyone go crazy about it, right?
It's actually not like I don't know why people think of poutine when it comes. I guess, but we don't really like eat it that much.
So what's it like? Like a once a month kind of thing?
Well, for me, I don't remember the last time I ate a poutine.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's a Canadian dish that should be associated with Canada?
See, Canada's very multicultural, so like,
Maple syrup?
okay, that's what like everyone not in Canada thinks about Canada, maple syrup. So yeah, I'd say maple syrup, but we don't really have like a national dish. We just because everyone's multicultural. There's Filipino
Oh wait,
food.
I know now. It's Tim Hortons, right? Anything from Tim Hortons.
Yeah. No, Tim Hortons is really popular. Really popular.
Well, okay, we got some questions here. That John, he answered it earlier. He has attended some practices with SMB, but they haven't been complete yet. Let's see. From Manila Glory, I'm guessing that's what it means. Will you consider playing overseas again, or is the PBA a long-term thing?
Well, I'd like to stay in the PBA for a long term, but I mean, yeah, I would like to stay. Overseas was a little tough because of the language barrier. I don't think like the coaches really want you to succeed. They want like to play their Koreans or their locals more. I like being here where my own kind, people speak the language, people speak English, and yeah, they're yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see.
All right, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, good question here from JM2K10. Who wins Marshall versus Avon in a 3-point shootout? And I want those watching to give their answers as well. Who wins, you or Marshall, 3-point shootout?
Okay. Well, I haven't seen him shoot, but I've seen like the records, so I'd have to stay him for now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Humble. I like it. Humble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who were the SMB players you spoke with in your last practice? Good question from Jiaolu.
Tang, Jericho Cruz was there. Terrence Romeo, some other guys. I forgot their names.
You should probably remember that,
Yeah.
huh?
There's only two practices. There's only two practices, but
Have you
not,
met Kit Jimenez yet?
no, no. I don't think he
In
was there.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
Well, have you played any of them in ones yet?
No, but I'm excited to. I'm excited to.
Or
Yeah.
who are you challenging first?
Oh shoot.
Who are
Probably
you, who are you going up to first and being like, let's do this one on one, you and me?
probably Perez.
Oh, okay. You aim
Yeah.
high.
I
I like
want.
it.
Oh, I don't think it'll go well, but I want to see where I'm at.
You
Yeah.
you don't lack for confidence. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay, the trifecta. Let's see here. Any more questions I missed? Enzo says maybe it stands for Manila Gray, meaning the other spectator right now. Good point. Good point. Thanks for pointing that out, Enzo. All right. If we have any more questions for Avon, please send them in the comments box, or you can come on the stage and talk to him yourself. That's the beauty of playback. Good question from Pino. No, he has not met Kit Jimenez, but did
No.
you know this guy was a famous YouTuber before going pro?
Who Kit?
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm gonna check some of his videos out.
All right. Okay. Maybe then you
Yeah.
can challenge him to one on one too, and let us know how that goes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Canada. What was the best non-basketball experience for you about living there? Because I feel every year I see more and more people move to Canada, even from the Philippines. And
Yeah.
it's becoming a place a lot of people want to go to. And a lot of basketball talents, including Filipino basketball talents, are developing there in Canada. So, what is it about Canada that people might be missing out on?
Not too sure. I lived there all my life, so it's kind of like I'm just familiar with it. That's why I really like it. But it's a lot cleaner there. That's one thing. Not a lot of traffic, yeah, than the Philippines, and there's not much to do. Not much to do, but it's a nice place. It's a nice, good views, good scenery, but same. You could say the same thing about Philippines.
Got you, got you. Thanks
Yeah.
for letting me know. By the way, for any of you who want to come on the stage, feel free to do so. Just send a request or tell us in the comment box and I'll send an invite. We have a commenter here, Yang. I'm an SMV fan since 2006. Lately, SMB has been lacking in a point guard who can score and be a threat outside. Do you think you can bring this coming season?
Yeah. Well, I think Chris is already a great point guard. Like he does his job. He plays defense. He passes the ball. But I think I could bring like a scoring type guard to that position. So being able to score, being able to create. But yeah, so I believe I have a good 3 point shot. So that could be a threat from the outside. So I'm excited for that.
Awesome, awesome. We have Avan Nava, San Miguel Beermen rookie here joining us on this Wednesday evening. Few more minutes with Avan, so if you guys have any questions for him, please feel free to come on the stage or send the questions on the comment box. Okay, another question here from Celtics Manila. What's your biggest takeaway with your KBL experience? Samsung Thunder, sorry, was the worst team in the league and the coach didn't give you minutes that you deserve. Is there anything in particular that you could use as an advantage to your upcoming PBA career?
My biggest takeaway was just if control the things I can control. Like if I'm not hitting shots or if I make a turnover, you can always sulk, but that will give you more minutes. That'll take you out the game for the rest of the game and maybe next game. But yeah, just control the things you can control, like defense, rebound, box out, do the little things, stuff like that. Be tough on defense. That would help me in the PBA. Just yeah, stuff like that. Especially with this team where I'm probably not going to see a lot of shot opportunities for me. I just got to do the little things like on the defensive end and rebounding and everything like that. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. We're joined by Avan Nava. For those just tuning in, good question here from RC. Who are the PBA superstars that you are looking forward to play against?
Robert Bullock is one of them.
I like that. Of course, of
Yeah.
course.
He's the main one because I've watched him. I've watched highlights of him, and he's just a great player. He scored 50 last season, so it's gonna be a tough matchup. But I hope yeah it'll be good.
Friend of the podcast. Yes, we've had Robert here. I've spoken to him a few
Oh
times,
yeah.
and you two would like be a good matchup. I'd be interested to see that. Yang,
Yeah.
the SMB fan here, says looking forward to seeing you average 8 points and 5 assists this coming season. Okay, again, last call for questions for Avan Nava, rookie for the San Miguel Beermen. Avan, while I still have you here, before I let you go, what can we expect out of you in your rookie season in the PBA?
Yeah, you could just expect me to play hard, play with poise, play just have a smart IQ, just do the little things like I said before, and just control the things I can control, playing hard and doing all those things. And I hope to win a championship my first year, hopefully. Yeah.
Good follow up question here. Can we expect you to be the second coming of Marshall Lassiter or Terrence Romeo?
No, I wish. I wish. I'm definitely gonna talk to them. Try to learn a lot. Try to get under their wing and just learn as much as I can from them. So hopefully I can become the second coming of them.
Awesome. Well, it was
Yeah.
great to have you, Evan. Best of luck in your rookie season, and I hope to talk to you again.
Thank you, Naveen. Take care.